Rushing for Gold by Sienna Jagadorn. Gold in the Hills. In January of 1848, a man named James Marshall found gold in a river near a mill. The mill was in the northern part of California, near San Francisco. Marshall and the owner of the mill tried to keep this a secret, but soon the secret got out. Later that year, a man ran down the streets of San Francisco waving bottles of shiny yellow gold dust over his head. A crowd of people approached him. Sure enough, there was gold in the nearby hills. Before gold was found near San Francisco, only about 1,000 people lived in the town. But by the end of 1850, almost 25,000 people had come to San Francisco from all over the world. Why? They wanted to get rich. The gold rush had begun. The picture caption says, "People rushed to California to search for gold nuggets like this one." The 49ers. In 1849, there were no airplanes. Railroads would not roll across the United States for another 20 years. So gold seekers, known as the 49ers, made a choice. They traveled to California by land, 2,200 miles from the East Coast, or they traveled by ocean, sailing around South America. So you're seeing a map there, and the map says, this map from the 1800s shows the parts of California where gold was found. Traveling over land. The trip across land was faster, but it was still long and hard. Travelers went on foot and in wagons. They faced great dangers. Snow fell early on California's mountain slopes. This forced travelers to stop and wait for spring. Summer travel wasn't much better. Mountain roads were hot and dry. Sickness and hunger killed many travelers. So the caption says, travelers in wagons had to go up mountain slopes. Traveling by water. Sailing to California took much longer, and it was almost as hard as land travel. Storms made sailing dangerous. Ships were crowded. Rats got into the food. Drinking water was often dirty. Many people got sick during the trip. And the caption says, a ship from the east carries 49ers to California. Looking for gold. Once the 49ers got to California, they rushed to find gold. They searched in one section of a river at a time. They swirled river water and dirt around in a pan. Sand and pebbles sloshed over the sides. Because gold is heavy, it stayed in the pan. The caption says 49ers used pans like this one to find pieces of gold. Boom towns. Towns grew very fast during the gold rush. They were called boom towns because they suddenly boomed or exploded in size. Many boom towns were crowded and dangerous. The caption says mining towns like this one grew bigger during the gold rush. Not everyone got rich. Miners often spent all of their money getting to California. They believed they would find enough gold to get rich. But so many miners were searching for gold that only a few could succeed. Many found only enough gold to pay for their food. The caption says, not every miner found gold. Food, equipment, and other supplies were expensive during the gold rush. People paid higher prices because they all thought they would soon be rich. If a miner didn't find gold, he could easily lose all his money. The caption says, "A 49er holds his equipment." Some got rich. Many early miners did get rich. People found gold in almost every part of Northern California. Some miners found one nugget that weighed 160 pounds. It would be worth more than $1 million today. The caption said, "It took a lot of small nuggets like this to make someone rich." Not all the people who got rich were gold miners. Some people went to California during the gold rush to open stores or other businesses such as hotels and banks. Since miners were willing to pay high prices, these business people got very rich, and they never had to look for gold. The caption says, "A man from New York named Levi Strauss became rich selling blue jeans to the 49ers." And we still have those jeans today. Boomtowns to cities. The gold rush of 1849 changed everything in Northern California. Some mining camps and boom towns turned into cities. Others became ghost towns. And now, thanks to gold in the hills, San Francisco is one of the biggest cities in our country. The caption says, "Some boom towns turned into ghost towns like this one." And there you have the story about rushing for gold.